Hey guys, it's Jen. This is another Jen is Zen episode of Reframing Me. In these short bits, I give you something to meditate on or journal about. Today, I'd like you to think about this. Life is a series of chaos. Just because you feel it doesn't mean you can't handle it. So yes, this is an episode of Jen is Zen, but I'm gonna be honest with you, Jen isn't feeling super zen. So buckle up, Buttercup. I'm not really even 100% sure why, but it's put me an episode behind. And if you have been here for a minute, you know that I don't let that happen very often. And it's not something that I can label or put my finger on, like, so this is what happened, or this is what's wrong. Now, it's more like there's nothing particularly wrong. There's definitely nothing particularly bad. There's just a lot, and it's a lot of chaos. My head is just like full of stuff right now, and feelings. I'm full of lots and lots of different feelings, which I am sure you know. I have lots to do, but yet I feel like nothing is getting done, like I'm making no progress. Oh, and we got a puppy, like an actual teeny tiny 12-week-old puppy, like a puppy, because why not, right? I mean, 3 dogs, a cat, a bunny. Why not a puppy too? The dogs, they're fine with it. I mean, they're not loving having a puppy around, but she's the most chill puppy and she totally just blends into the pack, but she's still a puppy. The cat, she kind of hates her, but not like hates her enough to run and hide and stay away from her. It's more of in a defiant 7-year-old cat. I will sit wherever the fuck I want. And if you want to do this, I will show you my claws, like in that kind of way. So she has not been the most hospitable, which has really actually bothered me, although not nearly as much as the dire fear that the bunny has of her. That has totally bothered me because it's completely curtailed her life for the time being, which strangely enough, as I'm saying it here, is something that I think has actually been contributing to bothering me. But she's a puppy. She's a good puppy and they'll all be fine. It just takes time. We have certainly introduced enough pets, big and small and human, to the group here to know that. But I guess it's on top of today is my oldest 18th birthday and graduation is coming up in 3 weeks. And maybe it's just all bothering me a little bit more than it would at another point in time. And probably definitely why I feel like nothing is actually getting done. And unrelated, but kind of related, Mother's Day was yesterday. I know that most of y'all are mothers, so happy Mother's Day to all of you mamas out there. Well, I texted a friend back after she wished me a happy Mother's Day yesterday, and I said something along the lines of, I hope you get the day that you deserve. And my thought immediately afterwards was, that was a really stupid thing to say because you know that she won't get the day that she deserves. Just like I knew I wouldn't get it. And alas, I did not. Just like I would hazard a guess that very few of you actually did get the day that you deserve. But I feel like we're set up for failure on Mother's Day. It's my day, yet I'm trying to organize 10 people, get us to a brunch, which meant that I did not get to have my relaxing coffee outside or my yoga class that I wanted to do because it didn't happen because I was doing the other 100 things that I needed to do in order to get my group out to brunch. And everyone else in my house was enjoying their regular Sunday morning. And I was doing my regular Sunday morning as well. But my regular Sunday morning is a lot less relaxing and enjoyable than their regular Sunday morning. I mean, I didn't need to do it. No, of course. I could have skipped it and I could have done the things that I wanted to. But then what? I could do them at 6 or 7 at night once everybody has left? Sure. And then I'm worrying about if the brunch place makes everyone happy and if it has something for everyone, which turns out they had a limited menu yesterday for Mother's Day. And ironically, the two regular items that didn't make that menu were the items that my sister and I typically order. The two mothers. Of course they were. And I'm trying to make sure that my mom, that she enjoys her day. And anyway, no, I did not get my yoga class and I did not sit and enjoy my coffee outside. I think I had coffee on my way outside to take the puppy out. And that totally doesn't count. And it's funny because when I met my sister at brunch, the very first thing she says was that she'd rather not have it be Mother's Day because it ends up being the same as every other Sunday. All of the jobs are the same and the responsibilities. Everyone really pretty much behaves the same. Only because it's supposedly, quote, our holiday, we're doing the jobs with the side of resentment, or with the side of we're especially angered by others' behavior or annoyed by what's expected of us because it's supposed to be special. But what does that even mean? It means sit down and relax. The kitchen will be there to clean up later. It's totally fine. Well, I'll tell you what it meant. It meant that I was edgy and I was crabby and I was totally not zen because it wasn't any more special than any other day. But that's the thing, maybe. I'm typically such a happy and grateful person that I typically feel like every day is special. Every minute is special. I guess that's why I'm typically zen. So when it's shoved down my throat that it's supposed to be special, and then it's just like other days. Instead of feeling good like I do all the other days, I feel crappy and snappy. So anyway, long explanation plus my anti-Mother's Day hot take. I haven't been feeling all that centered or all that zen lately. It's the chaos, really, the chaos in my head. My current inability to really focus. For some reason, it's all feeling a bit too much to handle right now. But life is a series of chaos. It's just what it is. Some is good, and I mean gratefully, mine is good right now, but it's still chaos. And some is bad. And I think sometimes I need the reminder that just because I can feel it, it doesn't mean I can't handle it. Like, just because it's hard, it doesn't mean I can't do it. It's so very easy for us to feel overwhelmed, whether it's just with a workout or a project at work or a challenge inside our family. Or maybe it's just one of those points in life when we feel that ache inside of us that has that, why is this all so hard vibe? It's easy to feel it building. And once it does, the questions and the doubts start to pop up. The, can I even do this? Or maybe it's the, do I even want to do this? But it's in these moments that we need to recognize that, yes, we feel it. And yes, it's hard, but that doesn't mean we can't do it. Throughout life, we reach these moments of challenge and self-discovery that they test us. The questions and doubts echo in our minds, but there's still always a truth that kind of transcends all of these thoughts of fear and frustration and self-doubt. We were built to handle these. We were made to handle these challenges. We were made for this. We can do hard things. We can handle chaos. It is a universal truth that we all face moments of overwhelming difficulty and challenge and uncertainty. Sometimes the weight of our emotions may even feel like it's drowning us. We may feel emotions of frustration or sadness or anxiety or despair. Whether it's a grueling workout that pushes our physical limits, or it's a demanding project at work that tests our mental strength, or a personal challenge in our family that just tears us apart inside. Or maybe it's just a series of small things that stacked one on top of another, on top of another, on top of another, feel like a big thing. Yes, we are going to see times when the road ahead of us just seems impassable. And the journey it seems insurmountable. Maybe it's the ache of a struggle to make it through that run, or the heaviness of the responsibility to keep our families strong and thriving, despite any of the challenges that pop up for us. Or it's that gnawing self-doubt that keeps us up at night as we question if we are on the right path. But what happens if everyone else is questioning why we are even on this path when it's clear to all of them that we don't belong? But these doubts and these questions are only companions of adversity. This endless narrative of it's just too hard. It sets our frequency to that one that we've talked about that we don't want, the one that is desperately trying to consume us. It's so easy for those moments to make us get lost in our own insecurities. And it's so easy to let our fear of failure dictate our choices. But what if I fail? What if I can't finish? And it's so easy to let our sadness or our frustration dictate how we greet a situation. We often allow the chaos to overshadow our belief in ourselves and our belief in our Zen. But amidst this sometimes seemingly endless narrative of stress or fear or uncertainty or overwhelmedness, I don't think that's a word, but I know I feel it. We need to always maintain the realization that, yes, the task or the situation in front of us may be daunting. Yes, the weight of responsibility may feel overwhelming, but we can do hard things with resilience and with grace. Life is a series of chaos, and just because you feel it doesn't mean you can't handle it. And just because it's hard doesn't mean you can't do it. Trust in your abilities, have faith in your resilience, and know that you are capable of far more than you ever imagined. Embrace any challenges that come our way, because they're these stepping stones for us for growth and transformation. And if we can embrace the discomfort that we feel, or acknowledge the fear, or confront the obstacles with courage, and if we know that on the other side of all of these struggles, big or small, it's a deeper understanding of ourselves. It's a greater appreciation for how strong we were to get through that series of chaos. And it's a sense of accomplishment that can only come when we do it. We can find our Zen again. Just because it's hard doesn't mean we can't do it. And just because we feel it doesn't mean we can't handle it. Thank you so much for listening today and always. If you enjoy the show, please share it with your friends. So that's how we'll grow our community. Reach out to me on socials everywhere. I'm Reframing Me on Facebook. Also join the group Reframing Me, the podcast community. Until next time, be well and communicate.